Army have done great things for me, I need to go through in 15 minutes. So I have to fast forward a lot of my life. My name is Kim Davis. I came from Vietnam. I was born in the north, and then my mom had to run away from the communists to the south. And I grew up in the south. I learned about Seventh-day Adventists when I was 8 years old, but I did not get baptized until I was 18. And then I studied nursing and worked at Saigon Adventist Hospital for a year, and I had to run away from the communists again to America this time. I was a stowaway on Pan Am 747 right after the one was blew up, that they evacuated the children, the orphanage. So God was really spare me at that time, because I was planning to get onto that airplane which was blew up, but somehow I missed the time. So I was there working in the emergency room for the whole night, helping all the victims, dying body and all kind of stuff on that night. But the next day I planned to run away again. So I, this time, because we have several employees from Saigon at Seventh-day Adventist, like the pharmacist, Mr. Friesen, the dentist, Dr. Schenkel. I don't know anybody know them at all or not. But several more people. So they helped me to get on an airplane with the orphanage. The World Vision at that time, they have everybody who have a passport and paper, so they can go to that orphanage location, and they will all check into a bus and take to the airport and come to America. I did not have any paper. I just come to say goodbye to these wonderful people that I work with. And I told Dr. Smoke, I said, I want to sew away on this too. He said, why don't you go and find one of the baby and see that we can help you to get on the bus, because I don't have a passport or paper to get on the bus. So I turned around and I look, and here one of my friends, she's the daughter of one of the Vietnamese pastors. She had her daughter there with her. And she told me, take my daughter if you go up there. So I hold her daughter on my arm with a bag of the diaper. And I came and run and look for Dr. Schenkel. I said, I have a baby in my hand now. So she said, okay, just stick with me. So we came to the door and they checked everybody paper to go up on the bus. When they got to me, I don't have a paper. So Dr. Schenkel said that, oh, she's just helping them on the bus and she will come right back. So kind of a little white lie, I think. So they let me get on the bus. I came on the bus, sit on the bus with Mrs. Schenkel. By then she handed me another baby. So I have two babies on my arm with the bag on my arm too. And we go to the airport. I know that this is the last time I can see my country, but you know, everything, motion goes so fast, you cannot even have time to think at all. So I would just sit there and the bus go to the airport. By then I saw a lot of police, military or officer there. I was really scared. So she said, just try to carry the baby, sit here until everybody get out, and then you carry the baby and you just walk there. If they stop you, just tell them, oh, I'm just helping. At that time I wore the nursing uniform too, with the cap and everything, so it looked very professional. So I came and I wait until they have everybody out, and I came out. These officers, they don't ask for my paper anymore because they already checked, I guess. So they're just counting the head people. So here I'm walking by them right there, get up on the step, climb up on an airplane with two babies. Halfway to the step of the airplane, I just so ready to faint, fall down. Number one is emotional, scared, nervous, everything. Number two, the baby got a little heavy too, one in each arm. So Mr. Friesen came down halfway and he helped me one of that. And he said, just walk up, don't show any emotion. I said, okay, so I just walked right up there. And they put me, sit right there, and they told me, okay, now take care of these two rows, about 20 babies. So, okay, I'm sit right down there and take care, act like I'm part of the employee. And one of the friends of mine, Byron, he told me, take my cap off, because I'm stick out too much with that white cap. So I throw the cap to him, And he took it and he brought it over here to America later for me, that cap. So that's one great thing that God have done for me, which I didn't know or realize yet at that time. So we came halfway to Guam, and they told the captain, Dr. Schenker come to me and told me come to talk to the captain because they need to do the paperwork for me to come to America. When I come and see the captain, and he yelling at me, how many more people in this airplane, because they already found out 3 that was stowed away on that airplane. I was just whining, I don't know, I just know only me. But anyway, God do a blessing again, because we have a home at this 20, 30 babies with chickenpox at the time. So they isolate those babies on the room behind the captain. So since I'm a nurse, and God really used the angel to use my hand to give IV to the baby on the head, and it's not easy. If anybody know, very tiny vein on the head of the baby, but every single shot, it get right in. So it's not me doing it, and the angel did it all. So when we got to Seattle, and they kept us on an airplane so they can let all the orphanage out, because they don't want the publicity out that we stole away, since they want to return back to Vietnam the next day to bring more orphanage out, because the US government know the Vietnam fall at the time, and they let go, but we don't. So I got there, Dr. Wareham, he was working for the heart team in Loma Linda, and we met him because I worked with him in Vietnam when they came there twice for open heart surgery, and he came up to Seattle to sponsor us. So that's how I ended up here in Southern California, working in Loma Linda Cancer Unit for a year, and stayed at Sierra University for a few months. God also blessed again when I moved to Oakland years later. In 75, I met my husband, and we got married there. I still don't know much about the relationship between me and God. I always think that God's so far up there in heaven and I'm down here, he will never come close to me. And I always think that when things go wrong, that is because I done something wrong, or anybody in my family done something wrong. That's why it happened to me. So in 1974, I got cancer. I got ovarian cancer. And this was a very aggressive ovarian cancer. The doctor did not expect to have that long surgery. It said only about 2-3 hours max, but I was in the surgery for close to 6 hours because it was spread everywhere. So they removed almost everything that they can see. And right after that, I have chemotherapy immediately within a month. We did not think that I could live long. Once again, after all of the things happened in my life, I'm looking back. God has really loved me, and he kept me for a reason. During the time I have chemo, a lot of verses in the Bible, it really helped me to strengthen my faith, I think, in the way, because I did not, when you go to church, you pray, you talk to God, but it's just like talking, but it did not sinking in my heart very much until I got cancer. A lot of people think that cancer is a curse for you. Yes, it's not good. We don't like it, but God used the bad thing to make it at the good thing. In my case, I feel after with all that went through for the past 16 years now, I feel cancer is a blessing for me. Why did I say that? Because everybody always asks God, why do I get cancer? Why it happened to me? I never asked God that question. But cancer brings me closer to God each day. Since I got cancer, I seek him more, I pray more, I talk to him more, especially when you have nothing to do but painful and chemo and sickness, so nothing else to think at that time, but just pray to God and cry out to him. So few verses during the time that I got cancer, it's really helped me. So I just share with you only a few. One in Isaiah 38:5. I have heard your prayer, I have seen your tear. Behold, I will add 15 years to your life. I know you all know this story. When I read that, and I said, oh God, I just want exactly like this too. So that's how I'm holding his promise in the Bible to give me another 15 years. But another grace happened to me. I'm living 16 plus years now. So thank God to that. And another part, during that time when you have chemo, you know when you have chemo, it's no fun. No fun at all when you have chemo. I don't even wish that for my worst enemy. Psalm 86:3 says, have mercy on me, Lord, for I call on you all day long. And that's what I did during the chemo. I cried to him, I begged him, and I sing the song with my tear running, and I sing one verse of this song, one verse of the other song. Nothing makes sense at all, but I think it makes sense to God, because out of my distress, that He knows what I need. On Psalm 4:1, it says, answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. That was I've done for the past 16 plus years. And God does hear. That's why I'm still here today, to share with you all what the great thing He has done to me. Isaiah also said, oh Lord, be gracious to me. I have waited for you. Be my strength every morning. And that was my other prayer too, because during the chemo, and I have for the past 16 and a half years, I have 5 surgeries, 6 rounds of chemo. Each round is about 6 times, every few weeks you go in and have it again. So that's what I need God to give me strength. And for the past, last time I had it was 5 years ago. That was a very big surgery, and it was a gamble too. That the medication they treat me is not really for ovarian cancer, but it was on phase 2 try for ovarian cancer, and they use for other cancer, they just try on me. So I was a guinea pig 5 years ago, 6 years, more than that now, yes, about 6 years plus now. So, and I have the side effect of those because so much scar inside my body. So we have what they call the scar when they touch into your intestine, and sometimes they just twist it and you have cold bowel obstruction with that. And I have a lot of that, like 6 times already been going to the hospital. But so I can call out to God, and He hear my distress, and He have mercy on me. So I'm still here, thank God, for over a year already. I can stay away from emergency room. So that's good news. Another thing that I always say that this is my verses. That was in the book of Mark, chapter 5, verse 19, when God healed the demon, and he wanted to go with Jesus, and Jesus said, no, and Jesus said, go home to your own people. And Jesus said, and tell them how much the Lord have done for you, and what mercy He have shown you. And that's what I think God still let me stay alive today, so I can go among the Vietnamese group, among my people, the Vietnamese people, and also here, you are my people too. So I can share with you what a great thing God have done for me. So this is today, I've been doing it, and I'm doing it today, and I'm going to do it, continue until He comes. So God be with you and bless you all. Thank you for allowing me to take at least 15 minutes to share all these things, and God bless you all.